Okay, hello everyone. Today I'll be talking about what I think about Windows 11. And this computer that I'm using right now has an i7-4790K processor. So the chipset on this motherboard doesn't have TPM 2.0. However, it does have UEFI secure boot, which I enabled before I upgraded to Windows 11. And basically and if you want to know how to do that, you could just go to this video right here and look at it. I'll leave it in the video descriptions below. I'll also leave it in the video cards on the top right corner if you're interested. And basically I upgraded about 4 computers to Windows 11 from Windows 10. The first computer I upgraded was a Dell XPS 9000, which didn't have TPM, nor did it have a UEFI secure boot. And I used a hack by hacking the AppRaiser res file to enable me to bypass the TPM 2.0 and UEFI secure boot BIOS requirements, and I was able to install Windows 11 on my outdated Dell XPS 9000, and it ran great. Didn't really have a problem. I did a couple of tests on it. I checked to see if most of the programs that I had on it would work, and most of them did work. The scanner worked, which is a Canon LIDE 210. That didn't have a problem. I was able to scan stuff with it. I was able to run games on it like War Thunder and games on Steam. That didn't have a problem. And the next computer I upgraded was a i7-4790 base computer, which has the same chipset as this computer that I'm recording from right now. And this one is i7-4790K, and that one's just a 4790. So same type of motherboard from Asus, and that didn't have any problems either. And the next computer I upgraded from Windows 10 to Windows 11 was my i7-10700KF base computer. That's the most modern computer that I have, and I didn't have to use the hack to install Windows 11 on it because it fulfilled all the requirements. It had TPM 2.0 and UEFI secure boot BIOS, so that ran pretty good. I ran it for the whole day yesterday, and actually for 2 days, and there was no problems with it. Ran pretty good. I was able to run everything I ran on it. However, I did have a problem with one thing, and that thing was using my Fujitsu ScanSnap S1300i scanner on it. That didn't work. When I tried to scan something, it failed, so I had to uninstall the driver for it and reinstall the new driver. And thankfully Fujitsu made a update for their scanner, so I was able to get that running back again, and pretty much I didn't have any issues on this computer either. I'm able to run Oracle VM VirtualBox on it, which I will show you. No problems here. I'm running this screen capture software that I'm recording this video with, and that's working. And there's no problems whatsoever. So while this is running, I was able to run games on Steam today, no problems. War Thunder works practically, there's no problem with it, and the performance seems to be pretty good, like it was on Windows 10, so no problems there. Okay, this is running. Get out of it. Yeah, everything ran as I expected. Even the scanner on this computer works. I have a Canon LIDE 110 scanner on this computer, and it works, no problem. Everything seems to work. See, I'm scanning with it right now. I'm scanning something. I was able to run PCM version 17 on it. There's no problem with that either. Everything else seems to be working. It's not having any problems or anything. So far I'm good. I'm good with it. There was no real stability issues or anything. I was able to scan something. Fortunately, the Canon drivers don't have any problems with the Windows 11. Even for the Windows 10 drivers, there's no issues. So that's good. I'm not really running any old programs on this computer, so everything seems to be good. And you see the difference between Windows 10 and Windows 11, how the start menu was on the far left corner in Windows 10, but right now everything is like kind of like in the middle, kind of like Apple OS or Mac OS. That's one of the things I noticed about it. So settings, of course, in start menu. One thing I like about Windows 11 is it doesn't force you to do updates. You could just check for updates, and if there is any updates, you can install it. But then it requires you to restart the computer after you do that. So this version of Windows is Windows Professional. The other three computers I upgraded were for Windows 11 Home. They're all home versions. This one is Professional. So I still have a couple of computers running Windows 10 right now. I still have my i5 3570K base computer, and I have another laptop, which is an i7 4th generation laptop. I will probably upgrade that to Windows 11 in the near future. As for the i5 3570K, I'm just going to leave it at Windows 10 because I do most of my work on that computer, and some of the programs on that computer are old, and I don't want to have any issues with that. So this computer, I just use it for video editing, playing games, sometimes writing programs, algorithms and stuff. But Windows, VS Express 2013 is working fine, so I don't have any problem with it. So that's a good thing about it. So people were complaining earlier about when Windows 11 was released about problems, stability issues with the operating system. But I think by now, which is March 12th, 2022, they have probably ironed out all these bugs. So it's more, I guess, it has less flaws in it. So that's a good thing about it. So yeah, when the operating system is released, I usually don't upgrade to that operating system right away, because they may have some issues. I just wait maybe anywhere from 3 to 6 months before I upgrade to a new operating system, or sometimes I even wait until the last month of support for the old operating system, like I did with Windows 7. For Windows 7, I kept it at Windows 7 until I had to upgrade to Windows 10. Sometimes I do that also, but this time I think this is a good operating system. It's not bad at all. So it's not really using that much CPU power. This CPU is pretty powerful. Right now I'm using the Elgato game capture card, so it's obviously using more CPU than it usually does. CPU power. So if you're interested in upgrading to Windows 11, just keep a few things in mind. If you have any old programs or old hardware, it may or may not work. But if you have like relatively modern stuff on there, you shouldn't have an issue. Okay. So anyways, thanks for watching. By Ace 1000KS 1975 signing out.